I won't bother you with the backstory, but the TLDR is that I have a huge scar on my right arm from an accident I had when I was 7. I've been showing off my tap dance routines in my after-school class, and as I skittered across the room to make a grand finale, I fell right on my arm. It really hurt. The dance teacher gave me a boo-boo Band-Aid and made sure she called my mom before the babysitter came to pick me up. I was crying, some from pain and some from frustration. No one believed me how much it hurt. No one believes 7-year-olds. We are famous for lying about everything, even when the truth would be more rewarding. Since the arm was worse than broken, there was a tumor in the bone that had to be removed and reset. I was in the hospital for a few days and had a huge cast on my arm for weeks after, not like the traveling cast they have now. And now I have a huge scar on my right arm that I was always promised to be removed with plastic surgery someday, but like all the other promises my parents ever made, that never happened. I used to tell people I got it in a knife fight. Scared them and kept them away from me if I felt threatened. Because all kinds of things are threatening. Boys who like you, boys who want to tease you, adults who want to interrogate you. A knife fight works with all of them. And it's strange what I remember and don't. I don't remember the surgery or coming out of the surgery or even the pain afterwards. I remember having to eat a parsley potato in the hospital at Thanksgiving and crying because I'd never had something called a parsley potato. I remember our parish priest coming to visit me and I was eating Nestle's Quick out of a jar. He gave me a religious book for kids that talked about the end of the world, and I worried about the end of the world. I can't tell you the worst part because it makes me feel too ashamed and sad. What I mostly remember is when the surgeon went to take the cast off. He used a machine that looked very much like a pizza cutter that we had at our house. As he cut through the thick layers of plaster, I kept saying, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And he and my dad and mom said, oh, it's just because your arm is probably numb from being in the cast for so long. This won't hurt. And yet when he was finished and the cast fell open, there was a long, thin red line of blood exactly at the line he'd been cutting the cast. Thanks a lot for that, Doc. The blood wiped off easily, and he barely broke his skin. But even then, they didn't believe it had hurt. Nobody believes 7-year-olds.